And welcome back to the program. It's time now for a round table discussion. And we have, of course, Mark Green with the IRS and James Robertson from H&R Block. James, I want to ask you first, your thoughts on tax fraud.
Well, I think the IRS faces a tough dilemma. It's getting refunds fast back, and the dilemma between that and the other. Now, I've seen a lot of progress. I had a client this year who received a letter in early February that their tax return was under additional review, and they hadn't filed yet. So we actually immediately contacted the IRS, which we should have, and they got it solved, and we were actually able to file his return electronically during the same season. I see that as significant progress. And that's just happening a lot. Those people are victims of crime. My heart's going out to them. But I've seen progress on the IRS's part.
That's great. No one wants this to happen. The IRS doesn't. Nobody wants this to happen. But, you know, it's great to know that there is some progress and improvement in handling these matters, you know, promptly, and that's good to know. So, Mark, let me ask you quickly. We have a few more final tips that you want to share with our viewers as they file here at the last minute. Yeah. Let's talk about those. We have 3 left, I think, right? Yeah. Double check your figures.
Yeah, and this is definitely for those individuals who file a paper return, and these are traditional filers. Generally, what we find is that individuals who file a paper return, they rush, and they don't take the correct figure from the tax table and bring it over to the table. The second thing, of course, is that they forget to sign their tax return during the late hours. And you probably can contest to this. Unfortunately, you rush in, you're trying to get everything done, and then you forget to sign the return. When that happens, you got to send it in to us. It takes 4 to 6 weeks for it to be processed. We send it back to you for a signature. It's invalid, of course, without a signature. Then, of course, you have to send it back to us. If you owe money, that means that you have additional interest and penalty that could accrue.
Oh, my goodness.
And if you have a refund coming, that's more time that you have to wait for your refund. So that's why it's really important now for more individuals to file electronically, because it cuts out the math figures. It cuts out forgetting to sign the return. And, of course, it does ask you those questions that you may forget about, such as your dependent Social Security numbers. If it's correct, of course, it will reject. And normally we have that rejection within 24 to 48 hours. That's what makes it really popular and good to file electronically versus a traditional paper. Paper returns now are looking at 4 to 6 weeks in order to get the refund back if everything is correct. A electronic return, a little under 21 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's the way to go then. And then you have one more tip here, I think, that you want to share that you have on the list.
Well, this is the time where most individuals are looking for help. And if they can't get it at a legitimate tax preparation site or tax preparer, then of course they can either do it themselves. Visit our website at irs.gov. If you make less than $58,000, you can file and have your return prepared for free from the comfort of your home. Or of course you can visit one of our voluntary income tax assistance sites. Just dial 211, really simple number to remember, 211, and we can tell you where the nearest site is to you. Of course, if you want to do it yourself and you're tax savvy and you just want to still do it electronically, visit our website as well at irs.gov. Click on free fileable forms. That way we can double check the math and make sure all the information is correct. And then you can easily free file it, or better yet, directly deposit into your checking and savings account and have the money come to you in as little as 21 days.
And then once tax season is over, I think we're all ready for a vacation, especially you two. This is a tough time of the year for you guys. Now, James, let's discuss some of the things you're seeing here at the last minute for tax filers that come into H&R Block.
Well, for a lot of the people that come in, they have had they have brokerage statements or things like that come in late in the year, or K-1s from partnerships or sub-S corporations, and a lot of those we end up filing extensions for. A couple things Mark had mentioned: electronic filing. If you're a victim of identity theft with electronic filing, you're going to know almost immediately, so you can solve the problem much quicker. Also, you will know if there are any errors in Social Security number, birth dates, or name because of electronic filing. And it's huge. And another thing Mark had mentioned, with those people that have not filed a 2010 return, if they don't file, there's the ability to extend 2013 returns. 2010 returns, it's a drop-dead deadline. If you don't file for that refund before April 15th of this year, that money becomes property of the U.S. Treasury and you lose it forever.
Yeah. Wow, some very important information.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And amended returns, by the way,
yeah,
too.
and amended returns.
Yeah, April to 15th. So those individuals who need to make an adjustment to their tax return, you still have about midnight, April 15th.
James, Mark, thank you for being on the program. Great information for our viewers. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We'll take a break and a vacation sometime real soon.
Thank you.
We need it, don't we? There's your information for the IRS. IRS.gov, 800-829-1040 if you need to reach them. And also, we should have some information up for H&R Block. There you go. It's hrblock.com. And then you can call them at 800-HR-BLOCK. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this to wrap up the show.